Hello, Indian Hills. Dr. Christensen here with your weekly message. Today I'm going to be reviewing some things we talked about with students during Tiger Time on Wednesday, and then also adding a few other things. This video is for students and for parents. Uh, the first thing that we talked about is um, we just did some general check-in, and then we played a little activity with things that they might find around their workspace. And then that led us into making sure that they have the correct things for their workspace at home online, and that we talked about some do's and don'ts for their workspace. And so you can look at this PowerPoint as I have attached it to this message if you want to go spend some more time. We talked about the importance of routines, and it's important that students are online with teachers either at 7:30, but for sure by appointment, or for sure by 8:30, that they're in with a teacher, or that they're starting to work on some homework. That is their study hall, encore, get help from a teacher time, so they should be starting at that time. Teachers are reaching out, and they are looking for students to be there. We talked about our expectations with IXL. IXL should be being used in reading, English, math, and science. Here's kind of some general expectations for what should be happening every week with IXL. We did see a dip, and we want to see those numbers back up. So students are used to doing this. This is just clarifying what our expectations are. They could do this during the office hours or during a Wednesday. Teachers have this written in their Canvas agendas every day and for the week. So make sure that you're checking this. There are things to do. They have plenty to do. We also talked about setting their Canvas settings up, and we talked about how they can set email settings up. So if you have a parent Canvas account, you can go in and do the same thing. We want them to turn off all notifications from Canvas except for when a teacher makes a comment to them directly, or sends a message to them directly, or when Canvas sends them a weekly summary of their grades. So we're going to greatly reduce the amount of emails being sent to students. Students need to check their emails every day. That's something they could do during that office hour time, and on Wednesday, every day they need to clear their email, put emails into a folder by class, and they need to be responding to teachers. Teachers are emailing parents and students a lot, so email is how we're communicating. This is a great way to start to clear out some in your inbox. We also had students fill out a form with this link, and they were supposed to write their updated grades and make a to-do list of things they need to get done, and that they're supposed to show this to their parents uh, every week. So I would set up a day. Friday's not a bad day, or Monday, however you want to do it. Set up a day that students are sharing with you, parents, what their updated grades are and their to-do list. At that time, it's probably really good for you to go into Canvas and do the same thing. So I have added a video for parents that shows you everything you need to know about Canvas. There is one there's one button that says view grades, that from the parent Canvas or the student Canvas, that you should be able to see an updated grades. You should then be able to get into the grade book and see all the assignments, and also you should be able to get into the agenda and see what teachers are doing every day in class, and links to assignments, so that you can also see what students are doing every day. So we've tried to make things very transparent, but also knowing that um, if students want to not show you what's going on, it's hard for them. It's hard to keep track of it. So they can play a game with you. They can play a game with us. What we're really expecting is that, just as teachers have had to step up and learn how to teach differently, and they're learning how to get better all the time, students are learning the same way, but they're also learning that they have to learn how to be a lot better at asynchronous learning. Now, this doesn't This isn't any different than what's going on at school. We have a lesson and then students have time to work. Their time to work, since it's online, is at home. So they need to do a good job of managing their time at home with their asynchronous or learning on their own time. So parents, you can help by structuring or by shutting off access to certain technology during certain times, and know that we at school have access to their Chromebook and we are able to communicate with them and help them if they're on their Chromebook from school, and that we're going to be managing them quite a bit during the school day if you need to also manage at home. But we're trying to carry most of that load, but we will need some help. In the end, the students have to start stepping up and taking responsibility for their own learning. And we know that they're of a certain age, but students, you can do it. You know you can. We have a lot of students who are getting things done pretty quickly and succinctly, and they may not have a lot of work if they do so. You may see that they have some free time. They have heavy days and they have lighter days. During the lighter days is when they need to catch up on work from the heavier days of class. So if they work during the school hours, they can get everything done. But you'll find that some students, just because of how they're wired, will work better in the evening. But they need to figure out how their work schedule works while they're online. We do have a lot of students who are not turning work in. They're getting work done, but they're not submitting it. If it's online, we have to turn in electronic documents, which means they have to be able to submit them through Canvas. If you need help, students or parents who want to help their student get this done, set up a time that we have set up, because our schedule is set up for this. So set up a time with the teacher to help you. Do not hesitate to get on with a teacher during office hours or by appointment during other times. That is why the schedule is set up the way it is. The schedule is working exactly as we expected. There's a lot of reasons that we have it set up the way that we do, but we have to take advantage of the opportunities that we have to get help as we need it. Some students are going to struggle and think that they don't need to do some work, and they may be failing right now. We just want to make sure that we have opportunities for students to fail forward and have opportunities to make up that work, opportunities to show what they've learned, and that we're going to provide supports, lots of different supports throughout the day while they're online, and then also when we get back. So we are here and we are working and we're here for you. So don't just sit back and be frustrated. Come and join teachers and get the support that you need. All right, Dr. Christensen signing out. Have a great day. Keep it up. You can do it.